Hey guys, I just came back from the theater. I just finished watching Mufasa, the Lion King movie, right? So first and foremost, I'm gonna make this video really short and just get straight to the point, to the point, to the point. Anybody who says this movie is bad is lying. This movie's really good, honestly. It's not like the best movie I've ever seen in my life, but it's really good. And I'll defend why I think it's really good. I'm not just saying that because I'm a Disney fan. Like, I do like Disney. I know when their movies are shit. Wreck-It Ralph 2 was shit. Frozen 2, shit. Like, I can call a spade a spade at the end of the day. I can call a spade a spade. Mufasa was not a bad movie at all. You cannot say it was. It was actually really good. So what I look for when I look at a movie, now we could talk about a sequel and then we could talk about in a vacuum, right? I'm choosing to rather look at this movie in a complicated space in between vacuum and sequel. Well, prequel, right? So by that I mean, does it retcon anything out of the first movie? And I would say nothing too severely. And by first movie, I'm talking about Lion King 2019, and I'm also talking about the original, like, lore of Mufasa and Scar. Does it ruin that? Like, does it destroy the canon of the first movie? And the answer is no, it doesn't, actually. It actually recontextualizes things in a pretty interesting way, and I'll get to that further into the video. But for now, let's just talk about what I consider a good movie to be. So the opposing force in these movies have to be, like, not only is it, hey, okay, spoilers, by the way. Right now, here's your warning, leave. The movie is, I would say it's like a 9 out of 10. So go watch it and then come back to this if you want to or don't, whatever. Anyway, 9 out of 10, good movie. So, spoilers, for the main antagonist, I guess, is this white lion. I don't think he got a name, he's just this white lion. We'll call him Kimba. Yeah, I am a big fan of YMS, so, anyway. Kimba and his, like, group of evil white lions, they even explain why there's this big group of white lions. It's not this strong white genes, like, it's not that, right? Because that doesn't even make that much sense, right? It's from all the prides all over, like, Africa, the white lions were cast aside for being different, and people are scared of things that are different. There's a lot of superstition in Africa as well, right? So, like, these lions are probably seen as bad luck, let's get rid of them, kick them out, just in case some bad shit happens to us, right? Kick them out. So, Rafiki explains it as, like, when you get hurt by the people who know you the most, or were supposed to love you, that creates a hurt in your heart that makes you hate everyone and everything. And I thought that was powerful. Rafiki said some powerful shit in this movie. Let me just say that up front. And so that is what holds this pride of white evil lions together. This hatred from being ostracized. And it's just really interesting how the whole group, Sarabi, Rafiki, Simba, they're all this riffraff group of, oddballs. And so, I like the touch that Mufasa was raised by women. So, of course, someone who is more in touch with their, like, feminine and masculine is going to be a more fair, more noble, like, king, better leader, right? So, these female lions teach Mufasa, how to, like, get in touch with his, like, senses and his surroundings and all of that stuff, which is, I guess more feminine qualities, but, they serve to make a perfect fucking king, perfect leader, instead of just lazing around like Taka's dad. One complaint I do have is there's a point in the movie where Taka's father acknowledges the fact that Mufasa means king. He's like, what's your name? And he's like, oh, Mufasa. And he's like, Mufasa? That means king. I'm king. I don't like you. Okay, if you're going to acknowledge the fact that Mufasa means king, then you also have to acknowledge the fact that you guys named your son Garbage because Taka in Swahili means garbage. And, fine, cool. If we're not pointing out what names mean, then it's whatever. But since you went out of your way to explain, like, holy shit, like, your name means king in a real language. Hey, my son's name means garbage in that same real language. So it all has to be addressed. And that's my only complaint. Honestly. That's my only complaint. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. Sorry. What makes a good antagonist is not just this revenge plot. Like, oh, fuck, you killed my son. Right? By the way, I thought this movie was pretty tense for, like, a children's movie. It was pretty tense. Like, I was holding my breath some of these scenes. They were really, really tense. Like, crazy. What makes a good antagonist for me is, so you have your surface level, and then you have your deep level, right? On the surface is like, oh, a revenge plot, or, oh, you have something that I want. I don't want you to have it. Like, some envy or, like, some jealousy type stuff. That makes a good surface level, like, child villain. But what takes your villain from A level to B level, which is like this deeper, richer thing, is a difference in philosophy. So Mufasa, the movie, doesn't just create this whole revenge plot or you have what I want, which there is some of that too, because that's kind of what happens to Scar. That's what hardens Scar's heart at the end. But, the White Lions have this different philosophy as opposed to Mufasa's. So Mufasa's philosophy is like, circle of life, like nobility, like there's just like all living things have their own place and like there's a balance, there's a natural balance, there's a natural order to things, right? So he believes in this great balance and this great circle of life and this, like, respect of everyone's, for lack of a better word, humanity. Whereas these White Lions, they don't believe in that. We're the strong ones, And in his song, the White Lion's, like, circle of life is just a pretty way of saying prey and predators. Which I agree. So it's like, one has this very noble way of seeing things, like this very, like, in high regard way of seeing things. And the thing is, neither one of them are wrong. Because I swear to God, the animal, the zebra or whatever, the zebra or the gazelle getting eaten, getting mauled by a lion, I mean, it might cross their mind, hey, this is just what happens, or this is a part of the circle of life. But in reality, it's like, come on, bro, like, this is some predator prey shit. Now I'm gonna fucking be eaten and die, right? Or else they wouldn't run when lions hunt them. They would just be like, oh shit, is it my turn? Okay, my turn to take my place. No, they run first. They try to live. And then after their windpipe gets crushed, then yeah, I guess acceptance does come next. Like, damn, guess it's my time. From dust we all come and from dust we shall return. All animals and human. I lied. I do have one more complaint. None of the songs are that memorable except the brother, like, song. And it's one of the first songs. Like, brother, I always wanted a brother. Like, the way he says brother is just iconic. Anyway, so I did hear a little bit about, like, the lore not matching one-to-one with, like, what we came to understand is, like, real, like, Lion King lore, but it's not awful. Apparently Scar got his scar from, like, a rhino or, like, a hippo or something in, like, real Lion King lore. But I did like how they kind of stayed true to, like, actual, like, nature with these lions, like, Nala going away to give birth and stuff. Like, that makes sense, right? Like, female lions do leave the pride to give birth to their cubs until they're big enough I guess, to meet their father, right? What isn't realistic is having one by one by one by one. Anyway, so Kion made his big debut in Mufasa, which is hilarious. That it's like actually hilarious. Kion made his big debut. So the Lion Guard is canon. Yeah, I guess that's it. I just really enjoyed how the antagonist had a different perspective, and he was also fighting in coordinates with that. What I also liked was the fact that it was addressed how Scar was in the fucking Pride Lands for the first movie to happen. Because Scar betrays Mufasa in this movie by bringing the White Lions to come kill him, all because Mufasa broke his heart because Scar wanted Sarabi. But Sarabi was like, no, I want the better lion. So that is the reason why Scar's heart broke. That was his initial snap into fuck you, Mufasa, which I'm not gonna lie, I was slightly disappointed in, but if we're keeping shit realistic, that will break a bitch's heart. That will break any person on the planet down. Once love is involved, or deep admiration or whatever, and your brother or close friend goes for the girl that you fucking wanted, and she wants them back, that can create a bitterness in somebody, a lifelong bitterness. I can't see what else would do that, right? And we do have these little stepping stools. First it's the mom preferring Mufasa over Scar, or Taka, whatever you want to fucking call him. Garbage. King and garbage. Then it's, the dad acknowledging the fact that Mufasa is stronger than Scar. He's like, oh, take care of him. That doesn't feel good as a man, So, in his mind, Mufasa is everything that Scar can't be. Scar has the, cunning and the know-how and blah, 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 blah. And he's less open to forgiveness and, trust and all of that stuff, which keeps him safe, but also makes him so dangerous. And, obviously, you guys have seen the first movie, what makes him such a threat to Mufasa himself. So, even though Mufasa is, super noble, amazing, great, he is trusting to a fault. But I did like how he kind of, not really got his lick back, but, got his lick back. Remember when Kanye changed Pete Davidson's name to Skeet Davidson in that weird fucking music video he made of him where he kills him and buries him? Love, a broken heart, will bring the crazy motherfucker out of anybody. Straight up. So, I mean, I get it, right? That is a good, straw to break the camel's back. You can't just say, oh, just over a girl, Scar turned into a freak. No, it was building up to that. And Mufasa taking the girl was just a cherry on top of that. And I will admit my expectations were really low, and this movie really did exceed all my expectations because I thought this was going to be a movie where, Scar and Mufasa are basically just fighting or vying for the approval of Scar's parents, and then at some point Scar's parents choose Mufasa over Scar. I thought it would be some stupid shit like that, and I was not down for that. I was gonna be no, I'm so sorry. Mufasa is a born king. It's in him, not on him, right? So I did kind of like how he earned the respect of the animals. He earned Sarabi's respect. He, just how he carried himself. He earned Rafiki's respect. And Rafiki knew, top to bottom, front to back, his destiny. That shit was crazy. So he's watching, Mufasa lie for Scar and shit. And he's like, what the fuck are you doing? That shit was funny. Zazu will never be funny. I'm so sorry. I never laughed. Nothing Zazu said ever made me laugh. Some of the shit Rafiki would say would get a little chuckle out of me, but, Zazu's never funny. I don't care. Blue Ivy did a very good job voice acting. I do want to say that. And Disney took the feedback. We got facial expressions, we got emotions, we could tell what the lions were thinking. It was good. I, you know, my complaints were very, very minor. I just feel like they took notes, they addressed all the problems with the first one, and they made a really good movie. And this is what we want from Disney. So I do actually hope that this like breaks records and does good at the box office and whatnot, because this is the original type of shit we want. I don't care that it's the Lion King IP. It's original and it's good. So go see it. And if you have seen it already, let me know what you thought about it. Let's hope that they make more shit like this. Of course, I would want 100% original, like new, fresh IPs, but this is the next best thing. So I'll take it. I liked it.